Fiona Gaske, Deputy Mayor of the Balonne Shire. My husband and I have been in this community 9 years. We have 2 young children who go to school here in St George. We know that at 278, which is what has been recovered so far, we have seen devastating effects socially and economically as well. We've seen a significant drop in employment both in the agricultural sector and the non-agricultural sector. We've seen school numbers drop significantly by 50% in Dirranbandi, and if the MDBA were to consider selling more water, that would be absolutely devastating for our Shire and particularly for the communities of Dirranbandi and St George. We recognise the importance of achieving environmental targets, but our preference would be that both state and federal levels of government really explore alternate measures or complementary measures. The Murray-Darling Basin Authority has been exceptionally slow to respond to community concerns regarding water buybacks. We have been calling for this socio-economic study since 2010, and now it's 2016, and we've only just seen a technical report of what has happened in our communities. So we have known for a long time, anecdotally, how water buybacks were affecting us. And yes, it has been validated and confirmed by this report, but it's the pain that we've gone through waiting over this number of years has been significant, and now look at the effects. It's almost too late. And I think it's always a concern to think that bureaucrats might be making a decision without fair consideration for what is happening socially and economically in our community. It's really important that all members of our community participate in that review and respond to the recommendation made by the Murray-Darling Basin Authority. The only way our federal leaders will know how water buybacks impact us is if we tell them, and we need a very strong voice, and certainly the Balonne Shire Council and the development of their position paper has stated quite clearly that we cannot sustain as a community further water buybacks. It really has impacted on business confidence and the community. So I absolutely would encourage all of our community members, affected or not affected as yet, because I really feel that there are effects that are yet to flow through, particularly to a bigger centre like St George, that probably we're only just starting to feel the effects of buybacks. So I absolutely would urge all of our community members to respond to the recommendation and make their voices heard.